I'm here with my brother Mez.
G'day folks.
This is a kit that you buy from a place called DIY Customs. You should see what I'm looking at right now. We're gonna bend up some kind of like U-shackles. Yes!
Hell yeah!
Alrighty, there she has it. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ant. And today I'm here with my brother Mez.
G'day folks.
And today we are building some custom rock sliders for his Hilux. So the original side step comes off, and then we're going to be building some rock sliders out of tube that go along here underneath the sill to protect the sill. So basically this is a kit that you buy from a place called DIY Customs, and then they bend up the tube and they notch it all for you. So these are all the pieces, as you can see here, and then you basically just weld it all together. So you have to get your spaces even along here, and then once that's all welded together, it looks like that. And then to attach it to the car, you have these other bits, these other pipes that attach to here, and then we have to shorten these to the right size. And then we have this flat bar here. I think it is 5mm thick, 40mm wide. And what we're going to do is we're going to bend up some kind of like U-shackles, and then those U-shackles will go onto the chassis of the car and they will bolt through the original holes. So I'm underneath the car. This is the chassis rail, and basically what we're going to do is, like I said with that flat stock or that flat bar, we're going to build a U shape. So it's going to come down, and then it's going to come across, and then it's going to come up, and then it's going to pick up the original holes that are in the chassis here. So we've got one here, and one here. So we've already ground up where we want to weld all these in place, so we get a nice weld. It obviously comes fully protected with the original paint, and we've already sanded off or ground down our paint, so we get a nice weld happening. So next thing we have to do is measure out our spacings to the correct spacings, and then clamp it all together, tack it in place, and then we can go through and fully weld it.
Hello there.
Alright, so now we've got this all tacked together, and I'm actually going to move on to making the U-brackets out of the flat bar. And Mezzarino is gonna actually weld all of this up because he has never welded before, and he's gonna learn. Because they're his rock sliders, so yeah, he's gonna fucking weld them.
Well, they're mine, and I want to show you guys that you don't have to know how to weld to do your DIY rock sliders. You're gonna save like 800 bucks by getting these as well. So it's easy to weld. If you know a guy with a welder, just ask him to borrow it, whatever. It's easy as.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go on to making the U kind of shackle thingies. Mez is gonna weld this up, and then we can take it over. We're gonna sit on some jack stands, work out whereabouts we want it, like what angle we want it to sit, if we want like a big flat kind of step, or we want it to come up a little bit. So yeah, we're gonna sit it on some stands. And also, Mez has a YouTube channel of his own, if you don't already know that. It's Mezzarino. I'll put it on the screen here, and also I'll put it first link in description. So he's making a video as well on this, so you can go and check that out if you want to see some opposing views or footage, whatever you call it.
Hello there. Did I even join it? That looks alright, but I don't know if it's any good. It's dimes. That's dimes, isn't it? You could call me a welder.
That actually isn't too bad for the first shot.
I think I just needed to get in there a bit.
And that's not to say that I thought he would be shit at it. I'm just saying that's fucking good for a first shot. So as you just saw, I put a cut in this, then bent it over in the vise. I cut it so it's easier to bend, and then what I'm going to get Mez to do is just run a bead of weld through here to strengthen it all back up, and then it should be sweet. So we got that welded up, and that should be strong as houses. Alright, so this is the rear one done, and what it basically does is it just goes, slides up through here, and we line it up with that hole there, put a bolt in it, like this. As you can see, all the bolt all the way through. We're going to nylock them. So then now this is a pickup point for our tube that comes out onto the rock slider. So the rock slider will come across here, and then we'll get our other bits of tube that come across and then pick up off this shackle or U-bolt or whatever the fuck you want to call it. So one down, two to go. I would like to take a moment out of this video to thank today's sponsor. What's that? Don't have a sponsor? Oh yeah, I don't have a sponsor yet. So maybe in the future, but for now, if you guys could take 3 seconds out of your day to hit the like button if you liked it, and subscribe if you're wanting to see more content from this channel, and if you feel called to, chuck a comment below. Thank you very much. And let's get back to the video. Alright, so Mez has finished welding this thing together. It's all welded up, and we've got it sitting on these stands so that we have it in the correct position that we want it to be on the car. And now what we're doing is measuring up our droppers or trimmers or whatever the fuck cross members we want to call these things. And yeah, we've measured one, and Mez is now cutting it on the saw, and then we can tack that one in. And while he's doing that, I'm going to continue on making these brackets because I haven't quite finished making the rest of the brackets yet. So we got our, I don't even know what to call this fucking thing.
Bracket?
cross beam, support, dropper, trimmer, fucking whatever. We got it cut and it's in there, and now we're gonna tack it in. Go for it, Mez. So we have all those beams or cross members, still don't know what to call them, all tacked in. It's now supported by those things. We have the stands out. There's those beams there, like that. Here's another angle. As you can see, we haven't gone for the flat look, we've gone for the little bit of a kink up look. This is what it looks like from the sides. Alright, so we got it off the car. It's all tacked up. Now we can weld it all together. Alrighty, so we got these all fully welded along here and here. Now we can put it on the car for a final test.
Hell yeah!
Alrighty, there she has it. Fitted up for the, well, not last time, but because we're going to take them off and spray paint them. But yeah, test fitted. See how they go, Mez. Give it a bit of a jump in the...
Bit of a standy.
Bit of a standy there. Oh yeah, solid.
Pretty good.
How's it when you enter the cabin?
When you enter the cabin, still acts as a step. Look at this. Step. Bang. Now your missus, or yourself if you're short, can get into the car.
Or your boyfriend.
Or whatever you are dating.
We're not homophobic here.
No. Whatever you're dating, your sister, your brother, they can get in the car. Step.
You should see what I'm looking at right now. Do it again. That's fucking bad news, that is. Alright, so we are going to take that off, and we've actually built the other side as well. We did that first and basically filmed that on Mez's channel, and then I decided I wanted to film, so then I filmed this side. So this is the other side. So we've got the other side on there, same as the side that we just spoke about. So yeah, this is underside. Shut the fuck up. Alright, so this is under the other side. Pretty much exactly the same. The only bits different that we had to do was this one here. We just cut a bit of a chamfer on it here so that it would clear that clip there. This one's the same, and this one at the back here, because it goes up between the fuel tank, what we've actually done is we have welded an extra bit of plate on there, and we drilled and tapped a thread into the plate, and we actually have a bolt going in through here, and then it just pulls it tight through there. So now we're going to take them both off and sand them up quickly, and then paint them. Oh, you handle this fat tube quite well. Alright, so we got them both painted up, but it's dark and we can't really see the paint properly through the camera, so we're going to chuck them on, and then Mez is going to send me a clip of them tomorrow when they're in the daylight.
Alright guys, it is now the next day. The rock sliders are completely done, and check that out. The car just looks awesome with them on, especially with the sun in the background. The sliders look awesome. Like, yeah, I'll come up close, hopefully show you. They look so freaking good. I'm not really happy with the paint I used. It kind of turned out like more of a grey. It was supposed to be satin black and it was going to match the bull bar, and for some reason it's gone like more grey than black, so I'm gonna have to get a different can, spray it up, and hopefully that makes it look better, but I'll update you guys in a few videos time, whatever. But yeah, check it out guys, looks so good. Yeah, I'm super freaking happy with it. Show you the other side. Yeah, check that out. Works awesome as a side step. The missus can get in the car super easy. That's where I have been stepping and it hasn't really scratched, and it's just normal spray can paint. So yeah, it's literally the best thing ever. I'm super wrapped with them.
So there you have it folks. That was a clip of Mez the next day, showing you guys the rock sliders, the finished product. It's really unfortunate that they didn't really turn out black the way that he wanted them to. The can said satin black on it, and the paint did not come out the same color that the paint tin actually showed a sample of the color on it. So pretty upsetting about that, but all in all, he's stoked how they've come out, and yeah, I reckon they look really sick. So if you want to check out Mez's video, it'll be the first link in description, and you'll be able to see a different kind of view of everything that happened when we built these things, and also some information on how you can find the DIY customs to get them to build your own rock sliders. So with all that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching the video, and if you liked it, please hit that like button, and if you want to see more content, please hit subscribe, and if you feel called to, chuck a comment below. Any questions, any queries, any concerns, chuck them below. I'll get back to them. I always write back to the comments, and yeah, have a bloody great day.